Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Today's video is going to be my third trimester review. I've done a couple of videos of this kind already, one at the end of my first trimester and one at the end of my second trimester. I am currently 35 weeks pregnant and I didn't want to do this video much later in pregnancy. A, because you never know when actually the baby's gonna come, so I may not have the chance to film this video, and also because next week I am moving to London because, as I've already told you guys, we are seeing a private obstetrician and I'm going to give birth at a private hospital in London. So I won't be here to film and I won't have my lighting and my camera and my whole set up in London whilst I'm there. I want to start by saying that my third trimester has been very different from my previous ones. I do want to say that the moment I hit the third trimester, everything changed. I have mentioned that during my second trimester there were times that I was really forgetting that I was pregnant because, you know, in the first trimester you have all this nausea and tiredness and, you know, you feel very strange, your body changes, but then in the second trimester all this morning sickness and tired goes away, and sometimes I had such a good second trimester that I was forgetting that I was pregnant. That completely changed again as soon as I hit the third trimester mark. I would start feeling more tired and out of breath again. Obviously I'm much heavier now than what I was in the second trimester, so I would go for a walk and then, you know, I would feel quite heavy and I would feel tired and I would feel out of breath much easier than in comparison with my second trimester. Also, if you live in the UK, you would know that we had a massive heat wave and I really struggled during that time because I was feeling very hot and sweaty and tired all the time, and I wouldn't have, you know, I couldn't do anything. I would chew on ice, I would open all the windows in the house and I would still feel like boiling. I would feel like I just couldn't cope with the heat at all. And the good thing as far as the third trimester goes is that my pregnancy diabetes, my gestational diabetes, is much more controlled. I don't know, usually they say that once you progress during your pregnancy, the pregnancy diabetes becomes worse, but mine, that wasn't the case. Apologies if there is any noise, you guys, but as I was telling you, I really feel the heat and I did really feel hot and sweaty all the time, so I did have to go and open up the windows. So if you hear traffic or cars passing by, that is why. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I was telling you that my pregnancy diabetes, although usually that it says that it becomes worse as your pregnancy progresses, mine, it's much more controlled now, and I'm most likely every day within the limits. Obviously I do continue to take my medication, 2 tablets with my evening meal and 1 tablet with my breakfast. I am at this point now where I see my private obstetrician twice a month instead of once a month. So I started seeing him twice a month after the 30th week, I believe. So every couple of weeks I see my obstetrician and I have a scan. The baby has already turned, so she's now with the head down. I also had my baby shower a couple of weeks ago, which was very exciting. It was nothing special, just a small group of friends, and I had it again down in London because that's where the majority of my friends live, and we had a really nice time and a nice cake, and you know, it was simple and we played a lot of games and we laughed quite a bit. What else do I have to update you on? Yes, I have started going to my NCT classes. I've already been in 2 and there are another couple to go. They're quite fun. To be fair, I was expecting it to be a little bit more boring, especially because I have them every Thursday, that's for 2.5 hours, and then the other 2 are every Saturday. and these are quite long. They're from 9:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon. So I was expecting them to be quite boring, but they're actually very, very interesting and very interactive. And my husband and I got to meet lots of wonderful couples that they are in the same, you know, situation as us. We've also created a WhatsApp group, and so yeah, so we're WhatsApping all the time, and it's quite nice to, you know, meet other people and other couples that they are of similar age, and you know, they're going through the same things as you do. The baby is at the bigger side of the spectrum because of the gestational diabetes, but also because of genetics. I was born a really big baby myself, so she's quite big, and that's another reason why we monitor her every couple of weeks, because we don't want her to get too big, because then it's going to be very, the actual delivery of the baby will be very tricky for both me and the baby. Yeah, everything goes perfectly normal so far. Constantinos and I are putting some finishing touches on the nursery. You know, we're at the stage that we're very excited and looking forward to meeting her. And just because she's a bigger baby, there is a great chance that I may be induced. To be fair, I don't know about an induced labor. I know so many people that have done it and it's completely fine. The only thing that scares me is that they say the contractions you feel when you have an induced labor, they're a little bit stronger than the natural contractions you get. So a lot of women get an epidural in order to cope with the pain. Whereas I don't know if I want an epidural yet or not, but I'm trying to go, if I am to be induced and when the time comes, I'm trying to go there with an open mind and see how I can handle the pain and whether I'll decide to go for an epidural or not. Generally, I have quite a high pain threshold, so I can tolerate pain much more than others, but this is quite an unknown experience for me, so I don't know what kind of pain or what sort of pain it's going to be, so we'll see. Generally, my doctor is very calming and very reassuring, which is nice, and I think, you know, as long as he's calm, I'm calm as well. We've also booked to have a hospital tour in a couple of weeks of now, which I think is great, because if, touch wood, my water breaks or my contractions start naturally, then obviously you need to know where to park, you know, which floor you should go to, what you need to do, and things like that. So it's nice to have that opportunity to have a look and a tour at the hospital beforehand. I am at the stage now where my baby's hospital bag, it's already done and finished with, but I am putting together my own hospital bag. The good thing is that because we are delivering the baby in a private hospital, private hospitals generally tend to provide a few more items than public hospitals, but obviously I do want to make sure that I won't forget anything important or anything that, you know, it's necessary at the time. So yeah, that is everything. That is my third trimester review. It's less than a month now, so I've reached that point where I am really excited on one hand, but on the other hand I'm really scared, because this is a whole new experience for me, so I don't know what to expect. Let me just zoom you out and give you an update. So that is how my 35-week bump looks like, and that's how it looks from the front and then from the other side. So that's everything from me, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to this channel if you want more videos like this. That's everything from me. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you all very soon with another video. Bye, you guys.